Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I am going to be using these cherry wood planks or pieces to make some coasters. This is my first time working with wood and resin, so I'm hoping they turn out well. I'm just going to get these taped off and I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, now that I've gotten these taped off on the back and trimmed up, it's time to mix some resin. Today I'm using Naked Fusion Crystal Clear. This is the first time using this resin, but I've heard really good things about it. I've mixed up about 8.5 ounces. Those little stirring sticks, much too small, so I had to order some larger ones, because using the little ones just made a big old mess. After this is all mixed up, I'm going to separate the resin out into about 5 little cups, little 2-ounce cups, and start adding color. So I'll be back. So I'm using Pinata Teal, and it's a beautiful color. Speeding this up a little bit, so y'all don't have to sit and watch me mix. The next color that I'm going to use is, I don't know the name of the company honestly, but it's a beautiful green, and I will leave links in the description where you guys can find all the materials that I used today. Just a really pretty green, like an emerald green, and to that I am adding some mica powder. It says it's called Black Sea, but I think maybe the labeling was wrong, because it's clearly a green mica powder, and it mixed really well with this green. That looks really, really pretty. A perfect sea green color. These are going to be, the coasters are going to be an ocean wave, kind of an abstract ocean wave. From that same company that I don't know the name of, I'm using a sapphire blue. And yeah, is that the sapphire? Yep, that's the sapphire blue. And to that I'm going to add, I believe it's aquamarine mica powder. And it turned out really gorgeous, and this is what I'm going to use for my dark blue. This is the mica powder coming up, and it is aquamarine. I think that one is labeled correctly. The mica powders that I ordered, they're really beautiful, but I think some of the labeling was messed up, but it's pretty easy to figure out. This one mixed in really well and just made a beautiful, deep, shiny blue. This is going to be perfect for the dark blue parts of the ocean coasters. And there's the regular blue. I'm almost out. I need to get some more. These are really, really good colors, and I'm going to leave this one translucent. This turned out to be a really pretty watercolor. And I'm leaving one clear because I'm trying a new, or a different for me, a different technique on these. Oh, and yeah, to the teal that I mixed first, I'm adding, it's called Haze. It's a light blue mica powder. And I'm just really pleased with all of these materials. They all mixed really well and turned out really pretty. And then the last cup, like I said, I'm going to leave clear. So it's time to start getting these colors on, starting with the dark blue. It's just a beautiful, dark, sapphire-y, shiny blue. And I like this resin. It's nice and thick, so it doesn't run, but it's really easy to work with so far. And I love its setup time. You seem to have a really nice long pot time or work time, but it sets up pretty quick and hardens pretty quick. So I'm going to pipe down and let you guys just watch as the colors go on. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, here's where I'm trying something a little bit different, or different for me. I'm putting in a layer of clear, and then I'm going to drop the alcohol ink into the clear. Instead of mixing alcohol ink into the resin, I just wanted to see what kind of a wave effect I would get by doing it this way. And it actually, I feel like it turned out really well. I'm pretty pleased with the results. So here I'm just dropping the ink, and then I'm going to grab the heat gun and see how this does. In the end, I really liked it. And here again, I am adding some more color. I know I will definitely have to add more of the dark. I'm adding some more of the light. I really had kind of an issue, and it's probably just the way I was trying to get the colors to mix and create some cells and some depth, but I kept losing my dark color at the back, so I really had to keep adding the dark blue. But I really love the way the layers came out. Okay, I am calling this one done. So I'm going to set that over there and start on the next one. You can see all of the resin, because I kept having to add that dark blue back in. So there's a lot of resin underneath there, kind of wasted. So I'm going to get these colors on while you guys watch. Okay, so on the second one, I've added my alcohol ink to my resin, and I'm dropping it there in some clear. The effect just wasn't what I wanted, so I ended up doing it the way that I did on the first one, where I just dropped the alcohol ink, and I really like the effect that just dropping the alcohol ink had on. So it looks like I'm adding some more dark blue, adding more color. I was really losing the color, and like I said, this is my first time working on wood, and I probably should have done something to prime it maybe. I don't know, it just seemed like the wood's kind of soaked in a lot of the epoxy. But anyway, you can see here I've decided to go ahead and drop the ink. I really like the effect. Okay, and the second one is done. So set that aside and look at all of that resin. So much resin. I really lost a lot off the sides, as you can see. I got the other four done, or the other two done, and it's time to take the tape off, get the sides sanded, and clean them up a little bit. As you can see, lots of drips. So I'm gonna peel the tape off, get the edges sanded, and get them ready for the final coat of epoxy. Okay, these are all sanded and ready to go. I've mixed up a little liquid glass resin, and I'm just going to fill in the sandy area as well as go along the sides where I sanded off the drips and everything. The liquid glass resin is a really beautiful resin. I love working with it. It's a slow set. It takes about 48 hours, but it's crystal clear. Liquid glass really does describe it. And I'll, of course, leave links in the description for all the products. So I'm just going to get a layer of... the reason I didn't do a flood coat is because I was afraid to mess up kind of the 3D effect of these coasters. So I just wanted to fill in the sandy area. And these are all done. I really like the way these turned out. Not bad for first project on these wood pieces. I could probably use one more layer of resin, which I may do later. But I really love the 3D effect that I got by dropping the alcohol ink. It almost looks like foam floating on the water. I do see some places that need some smoothing out, so I may do another coat of resin. But other than that, I'm pleased with the project, and I hope that you guys will like and subscribe and come back and watch more videos. Until next time, bye-bye.